Okay, sorry, the video cut out. So when you substitute that x into both equations and you simplify both equations and put them in standard form, you're going to have these two equations. Well, you know how to solve the system like normal. You get rid of your y's or rid of your z's. Well, let's just go with the z's because we have a 4 and a 2. If I multiply the bottom one by 2, we're going to have 42y minus 4z equals 160. And then the top is going to be negative 12y plus 4z equals negative 40. So we're going to get 30y equals 120 and y equals 4. Then we just substitute 4 back into either equation to find z, and then once we get z, we put it back into one of these equations to get x. And that's how you use substitution. So I encourage you to pause this video and go back in your notes to your homework for the night. Your homework is going to be it's that worksheet where it's like A through L right after these notes. So we're not going to graph, we're going to use substitution, and then it's the left-hand columns by substitution. Questions that you have, email. So I love it. People are already starting to email me lists. I'm going to make a video on Thursday. So Friday I can post it because Friday stuff is kind of easy. It's just inequalities. But all the hard stuff is going to be at the beginning of the week. So, all right, that's elimination. Well, let's go back to the front of the page. I'm sorry, that was substitution. This one here, I didn't like it because when I substituted it into both, it eliminated 2 variables and it wasn't a really good example. So let's use the bottom example. Oh, real quick, you can initially use substitution. Once you've initially used substitution, yes, then you can use elimination. Some people are like, I substituted, then I have to use substitution again. No, that's not true. Okay, so as long as you just initially substitute, then yeah, go ahead and use elimination. It's just the initial part. Can't find my eraser, whatever. Okay, so elimination. It says rewrite the system of 3 equations as a system with 2 equations. So same thing. We want to put it back as a system with 2 equations. So 4x minus y plus 6z equals 27. Negative 4x minus 2y plus 3z equals 21. 4x. Okay, so looking at this, I'm writing this down. That's why I'm saying it out loud. Looking at this, what variable naturally is going to disappear? The y's, the z's, x's. So go with that. This negative 4 would cancel out this equation or this equation. So what you're going to do every time for elimination is you pick one equation and set it to 2 equations. You just pick one. So I'm going to use negative 4x minus 2y plus 3z equals 21. And I'm going to compare it with the top equation. And then I'm going to use negative 4x minus 2y plus 3z equals 21 again and put it with the bottom equation. So you're going to use one equation twice. Isn't it crazy that mathematicians just sat there and came up with this? I guess they didn't invent it. They just discovered that it worked because math exists. And this is what people did besides Netflix, guys. Anyway, these are going to cancel or turn to 0. You're going to get a negative 3y plus 9z equals 48. And then these are going to cancel, and you're going to get a negative 8y plus 5z equals 33. Then you're going to do what you did before. You're going to take these 2 equations, rewrite them off to the side, and you're going to set it up like normal. So you can use substitution after this or elimination. It doesn't matter. But initially, you're going to use elimination because obviously it naturally eliminates. So if I have a negative 3y and a 9z, and I have an 8y and a 5z, this is going to end up being 45. This is going to be 24. There's not really, it doesn't matter which one you pick. They're both going to be complicated. So if you just want to get rid of y, multiply by 8 to get 24, multiply by negative 3 to get a positive 24, and then just solve the system like normal. Your homework is going to be all beautiful whole numbers. So this really isn't bad, but you need to master this because tomorrow we're just going to do word problems for 3 system variables. please keep emailing me with your questions. I'm going to be happy to do them on just a video like this, like I'm going over it in the classroom.